I don't know. I don't know if you can you even hear me, guys? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Simon, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, perfectly.
Oh, maybe I'm mute. Hello, can you hear me, guys?
Yes, yes. Good. Very good.
Yeah, so hi everyone. This is Russell again for another live webinar about the,
Hello?
yes.
Why the volume is so low?
Is the volume so low?
Yeah, we cannot really hear you.
Let me see here. Can you hear me a little bit more now?
Yes, a little more better. Can do that.
Okay. Yeah, so basically, today I want to share about this. It's not an update, but it's about letting people know what to do in certain situations. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to discuss about the tax season because we are actually, it got started. We got started with the tax officially with the tax season, and I'm going to discuss about the EIDL grants again, the EIDL grant. And I'm going to share a little bit about what I'm going to share a little bit about the EIDL request for the people who are actually, applying, receiving the deny, okay, or people who applied already and didn't get approved or already got approved and still need some more income, some more money. So this is what we are going to share. This is basically what we are going to share today, okay? And we are going to talk about the PPP approval because some people actually got approved, but they don't know how to do it. Even though I posted in the group on how to do it, some people still can't make it or they don't even go there to see what is happening there. So I'm going to, over here on live, share with you what to do if you are approved on the PPP. And of course, you don't know how to do it. I'm going to share what was actually posted in our Facebook group. So if you didn't see it, maybe you're going to see it now. And I could explain what will be happening when you are approved. Because again, a lot of people are going to be approved, but they won't even go to the next action, and they will lose the money. If you are approved and you don't do nothing, you can actually even lose the money because they might think that you are no longer interested. That is how I want you to see that. If you are approved and you don't do nothing about that, chances are that they may think that you are no longer eligible. This is how this thing works. If you are approved and you do nothing, they might think that you're not eligible, okay? So yeah, that's the reason why I want to remind you about that. So, and if you guys have a question, you're going to ask your question, of course. And if you are watching this on Facebook, you will have to type your question because we are right now on Facebook, but also on Zoom call. And the link to join the meeting on the Zoom is also on the description of this webinar, of this live. Okay, yeah, and this is the best way, to be able to ask the question that maybe you have and you are asking and you don't get the answer directly because we are busy helping people, updating people about this program. So yes, so I'm actually, like I said, on Facebook Live, okay, in our Facebook group, because as you may know, we have a Facebook group that we have created with 200 plus members where we help how to get this PPP money or how to solve the issue that people can face in claiming the PPP money. So yes, so without further ado, and I'm going to jump very quick into the tax season. As everybody may know, the tax season officially got started on 2 days ago. It was February 12th. That is when the IRS officially started processing application. Okay, so the IRS started processing application 2 days ago, and it was really backed up. It was I can call it a mess, because I'm pretty sure like thousands of applications was just going through there directly, and it was a little bit difficult. I can say that because our system was like it was actually having issue to process, because the IRS was receiving millions of applications at the same time. But now the process is now actually working smoothly, and everybody now has to actually go and start processing their taxes. Why? And if you're a business owner, it's a time to actually plan and go and prepare your taxes. But of course, if you are a business owner, you actually need to consult to see how eligible you are before you file your taxes, because once you file your taxes, there's little room that you have to actually act on making yourself eligible. So the best thing to do is to consult to see how possible is that it could be, okay, before you file your taxes, because once you file taxes, there's nothing you can do again. And we see a lot of people, having business, incorporated business, sometimes because the business doesn't make a lot of money, they don't even claim the business. Okay, it happened last time, and it's also going to happen this time. If you have a business and you didn't make money, it's an opportunity to think that, okay, maybe you didn't make money because of COVID. That could be a grant, to create some financial statement and claim for those EIDL money. So that is what you're not going to see on the mainstream. And that is why we share to people privately, can connect with me and get some information about this program. So now, when it comes to the EIDL grant, we had a meeting, I think it was exactly 1 week, where I was talking about, how to basically claim your new EIDL application, EIDL money, the 10,000 grant. So I explained, I'm noticing that a lot of people connected now were present during that meeting, okay? After that, 2 days or 3 days ago, I posted in my Facebook group, the condition or the level that I was talking about in that group. And that is the level that everybody actually needs. That's the level that everybody needs to actually, work for and watch for until they see it and they start taking the first action once they see it. I'm not going to explain who is eligible for, because we spend 1 hour and 20 minutes to explain who is eligible. In one condition are you going to be eligible. Today, I'm just going to actually just show you again that level, because we didn't have the possibility to actually go through the level last time. And that's the reason, because I was having issue with my screen. So we didn't have the possibility to actually, share the level on the screen so you can see what it looks like, what is in the level, and what to do once you receive that. Because again, the system was changed. It's not what we were thinking at the beginning. It's not that you're just going to receive, the money in your bank account as it was supposed to be in the first time, okay? So that's the reason why I said, okay, you know what, today's Sunday, tomorrow is gonna be the beginning of the week. It's gonna be so rushing. People are going to call, book an appointment. It's gonna be difficult to keep up with the appointment and so on. That's the reason why I say, you know what, I know I even posted it on my Facebook page, but I know a lot of people didn't even check. That's the reason why I'm doing this, to actually go through with you. And you will, if you have a question, you will ask those questions, and I will be able to address them. And today, one of the members, I think he's not connected yet, I'm actually supposed to go through it with him. I went through it with other customers, but I'm gonna go through the application process. Once you receive the letter, you're supposed to go through the application within that letter. So that's the new way of claiming those money. So it's no longer that you're supposed to receive. As a reminder, if you apply for EIDL, you are eligible for the 10,000 grant, okay? If you apply, it doesn't matter how much you were eligible for, even though you were denied. So even though you were denied, because you may know, a lot of people who were denied on the first round of PPP still receive the $1,000, okay? So as long as you applied, even though you were denied, or maybe you were only eligible for 1,000 or 2,000 or 500 or 50,000, you are eligible for the 10,000 EIDL grant. They call it targeted. That means they have to target the people they are going to give the money to. Okay, so yes, that's the reason why I'm saying it's very important to know what to expect. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can actually see what I have here, what I have for you, so we can actually go through it. I don't know if you guys can see my screen now. Can you guys see it?
Yeah, but you cannot look what.
Can you see it now?
It's not better.
Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
You can see, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you may see here, the sender is sent from the SBA invitation to submit your COVID-19 targeted EIDL application. Okay, this is what you guys need to know. It's sent by the SBA, and you will have your application number around here. Once you receive it, that means it's personalized email. It has a link that is personalized. I mean, the link is only for you. Okay, I know the people on the Facebook are not going to see it, but if you have a link, if you're on the Facebook, you can click on the Zoom link to actually get into the Zoom if you have a question that you have to ask. So yes, over here, you can see that they are inviting you to actually come here and process your application. Okay, this is everything that I explained to you last time. Okay, so you need to go through this. You read it. And I'm not going to take the time to explain that again because we did it last time. But what I want to mention to you is that over here, this is where you're going to go. You're going to hit this right here, which is a targeted advanced application. This is how you start the process of your application. Okay, this is how you're going to start the process of applying. So what are you going to do to see inside the application? The first thing you will see will be like to put your social security to confirm that it's you. Then you jump into it. So yes, this is what I wanted to share with you, and it's in my Facebook page. I know people don't actually, check a lot, but it's right here. I posted that on my Facebook page here. Below is the letter you need to receive by email, and it is what I am explaining in the webinar. So this is where you need to go.
I have a question.
Yes.
So that means this letter, they're gonna send it to you. They are the one who are sending it to you, right?
Yes, they are going to send you this letter. This is where you start the process of claiming your PPP, your EIDL 10,000 EIDL grant. This is the beginning right here. Okay. So for more information, you instead go to the Facebook group. This is the Facebook group right here. This is where I'm actually running the live. Okay, you will see that it's right here. Well, so many things posted here. So it's right here. Okay, so this is where you need to go. Most of the information will be posted in this Facebook group. We can see the name of the Facebook group is PPP and EIDL found. How to get it? What can you do with it? So this is where I'm going to be posting more of our information. Okay, yeah. So yeah, basically, like I was saying, you are going to receive that email. Once you receive the email, now you're going to go into it, click on the green button, and start the application process. If you have issue, you will contact me to say, hey, I'm having issue here. But tomorrow, hopefully, I will share with you one of the application process, because I'm going to go through it with one of the member. And if he allows it, I will record it and share it with you so that you can actually have all this process in your possession. Okay, yeah, so this is what I wanted to talk to you about, the EIDL grant, because it's very important for you guys to know what you need to do. Okay, the next thing I want to share with you, okay, the next thing I want to share with you is what? It's basically the fact that you guys have are actually applying, or some people actually applied long time ago and they got denied. If you apply a long time ago, you never get an answer. What you need to do is what? Is to actually apply again, so that they're going to say, oh, we have, we already have an application for you here. We will reconsider the previous application. So once they do that, what do? You have to now do the reconciliation, request for a reconciliation. Okay, so you want to do the application, the request. You're going to apply a request for reconsideration of your application, because they are going to tell you that, hey, we already have an application on file, or maybe you apply and you get a denial letter. Okay, so once you get a denial, what do? You do the reconsideration process, and I'm going to post the template reconsideration process in this Facebook group. Okay, but I'm going to share with you who are actually here on the live what it is that you have to say in the reconsideration application to allow them to actually, reprocess or reconsider your application, and what to put in your application, in your request for reconsideration. Okay, so that is what I'm going to share with you. So you have two types of reconsideration. You have a request for reconsideration, and you also have a request for increase. You have two types of requests that you're going to do here. For the people who are receiving a denial letter, or who never receive, a follow-up or a final positive answer or a final founding of the application, what's going to happen is that we are going to reapply for the reconsideration, and they are going to reopen your case if it was pending for a long time. Okay, if there is any more document that you need to submit, they will tell you, but during the application, I'm going to let you know what you need to prepare and submit for the reconsideration. So you have two things to do. Either we just apply for reconsideration, or we reapply for a new application. Okay, once you apply for a new application, what are they going to do? They're going to send you an email. Oh, that's a multiple application. We are considering the previous one. Oh, that means they didn't forget about. That means you are actually working up your old application. Now you can do the reconsideration. Okay, or we can do the reconsideration directly. Okay, but sometimes we don't even know they still have your old, application on file. That's the reason why sometimes we still apply again to see if they still have, because you have a deadline. Sometimes they say after a certain time, you can actually be eligible to file a new application. That's the reason why sometimes I ask, when was the last time that you applied that you didn't get approved? If it's more than 6 months, I think it's 6 months or 10 months, then you can apply from scratch. Okay, so that's the reason why sometimes we will apply again and receive a letter saying there are multiple applications. And now we're going to request for a reconsideration. The request for a reconsideration also has at least two different variables. So some people are receiving reconsideration because in satisfactory credit history. Okay, so what happened if you have an unsatisfactory credit history? I went through this with many of my clients, so I need to explain to everybody here what to get, what to prepare to actually apply for the reconsideration if you have a credit history issue. Okay, so the first thing is to gather all the documentation. The first documentation will be what is called the same letter, the same deny or decline letter that you receive. That's the first thing. The second thing is what is called 1045-060. That's the second thing. The third one is your most recent tax, business tax or tax return in general. If you are Schedule C, that means your business should be in your personal taxes. If you are a corporation, you will provide a separate most recent business taxes. Okay, so the fourth one will be a proof of citizenship or residency. That is what you're going to provide, the proof of citizenship or residency. Basically, any document that can show that you are a legal alien will be good. I'm not saying it's mandatory, but it's good, because if they want to choose who to give the money to, they will first give it to the people who are actually legally in the US. So, and then you need to prepare what is called 2202. It's a schedule of liability. Okay, the form 2202 is a schedule of liability. It's basically a form that shows, you know, how much credit line or how much line of credit you have, and what is the status of each of those credit line. Because when there's a credit history, it means that somewhere there are negative activity in your credit score. That's the reason why they will deny your letter, because of the credit. So what do you do in that case? In that case, what you do is that you are going to basically provide any credit cards or line of credit or mortgage, car loan, everything. You list them, and as I'm talking, I think it's better to share so that you guys can actually see what I mean. So over here, I'm going to share with you one of all of the elements that we need to provide to apply for a consideration. Okay, and the first one I was saying is the 45060. I'm going to share with you what 45060 look like. So this is the form, the 45060 right here. I'm going to share with you for the people who are new, and I'm going to explain to you how to complete that form. It's a very simple, and it's also one of the requirements in the 10,000 grant application. That is what you have to know. It's also one of the requirements in the 10,000 grant application. I'm sharing my screen right now. I don't know if everybody can see it. Yes. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, it's a simple application. This application allows the SBA to actually go and get some report about your taxes from the IRS. It's a simple thing. You just put your name here. A lot of people are getting confused about this application. You put your name here. You put your social here. If you put your address here. Now, if you file jointly, over here, you put your spouse name. You also put your spouse social here, online 3B. Over here, you put your address. If you have a previous address, because your address in the IRS is different, maybe you put your previous address here. So right now, you put here 1040. This is the form 1040 that you are trying to file. Okay, or if you have a separate business taxes that you are filing for, you're going to type on the section 6, question 6, 6A. It's not even 6A, it's just question 6. You're going to type, for example, 1065. If you are filing a personal corporation and partnership, if you are filing a partnership activity. So if you are filing, if you are providing a corporation, you're going to enter the 1120. Okay. So over here, you see it's already for the 3 years taxes. The only thing you have to do here is just put your phone number here and check this mark. But what you also need to do is actually check. You have to check right here. Okay. You have to check on 6C, the line 6C. This is where you have to check, because it allows them to get the report, the detailed report of your taxes. Okay. Right here, yes. So in there, you're gonna sign. When you finish, you're gonna sign right here. You sign up here, and your spouse is gonna sign here. If you do it by yourself, you just sign for yourself. Now, if you are applying for the EIDL for the first time, I will advise you to actually file your taxes first before you do this, because they want to say that, especially I wanted to put the precision that if you are it's also the first time to file your business, because maybe in 2019 you didn't file that business. That means if they go to check, they won't see your business activity in your taxes. So it's better to file your taxes. Okay, you file taxes this year, you put it as a supporting document. Let's see right here. Let me go check to give you the list of the document I was talking about. Okay, so again, everybody should be eligible. As soon as you can show that you have any type of self-employment activity, you can be eligible, and you have to do this before you even file your taxes. So I'm going to share with you what I was calling a schedule of the list of those documents that you need to send if you are requesting for a request for a consideration for the people who have a bad credit, but it's not bad credit, but it's unsatisfactory credit. It's not up to the level that they want to consider to apply for you, to grant you the money. Okay, so requests for increase I'm looking for it right now. Unverifiable information. Okay, no, this is unverifiable information. I need the other one because there are two types of requests for a consideration. I mean, there are many types of it, but the main one is the two main ones are the request because of unverifiable information or the unsatisfactory credit score. The unsatisfactory credit score is because the credit is low. Unverifiable information is because they don't have your information on file. Okay, so request for loan increase. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys about what you need to provide. I'm sharing my screen right now with you. Okay, I hope you can see it. So if this is the exact thing that you're going to provide, whether you are filing for a reconsideration because of your credit or because of unverifiable information. The only difference is that if you are applying for unsatisfactory credit score, you need to add, because over here I listed everything except the 2406 2202. This is the only thing that I didn't list here, because over here is because of unverifiable information. If you have unverifiable information as a reason for denying, what you need to do is to send your taxes first. Okay, that is what I was saying earlier. So if you haven't filed your taxes last year, that means in your taxes last year, they don't have no record of your business. But 2020, you are claiming the business. You are actually applying to get the money because of the business you are claiming now. It's better to prepare the document and submit them. And submit them with your request for reconsideration because of unverifiable information. That means they have the copy of your taxes with your business on it. If they go to the IRS to verify, they will also see the copy of your taxes over there with your business, even though you claim that business just this year. That is what I want you to know. And I'm going to post this thing on the Facebook group when I finish this meeting. Okay, so this is the request. This is the request for consideration. So where do you actually send this thing? You send this thing right here on this address. This is the address you have to send right here. Okay, you have to send to this address right here. And I'm also going to share with you the link to get this form. I'm gonna post the link in the Facebook group. That means if you receive a deny, it doesn't matter whether the deny will be because of unsatisfactory credit history or is because of unverifiable information. It's the same form that you are going to provide. It's called 45060 that you are going to provide to them. Okay, you just fill it up completely the way I said, and you sign it. You sign it and you scan it. Again, you are going to do the same thing to apply for the 10,000 grant, because I just told you at the beginning that now to get a 10,000 grant, you have to apply. But before you apply, you have to receive an email, right? So let me get the other form of request. So the other form of request, maybe I need to share with you the 2202 schedule of liability. Is actually right here. I think I have that right here as well. I'm going to open that for you so you can see it. The form 24060, is that this one? Let me check. Okay, so right here. So basically, this is what you're going to get. I'm going to share this link with you in the Facebook group after this meeting. So you have the form 2202. You can see the name, schedule of liability. It's just simple, but I'm going to explain again how it works. You put your name right here, applicant name, date of schedule. You put the date you are completing this application. It's just simple. It's not that difficult. Okay. You put the date right here. Name of creditor. If it's you have a line of credit with Bank of America, put Bank of America right here. Okay. If it's with Capital One, put Capital One here. If it's a car loan, which bank is financing your car, you put it right here. If it's a mortgage, everything here. Original amount, what was the original amount? I mean, you have a line of credit of what? 2,000, you put 2,000 here. Over here, original date, when was the card issued to you? If you don't know, which you can most of the time see on the statement, if you still don't know, call your credit card company or lender and say, hey, what was the original date of the application? You put it here. Put your current balance. You have a $2,000 line of credit. You already use, 1,200 out of it. So the balance is what? That is the balance. The balance is what you owe on the card. Okay, the balance is what you owe on the card. That's what you have to pay. Okay, see your card. If your average credit is 800, it means you have your balance of that card is actually 1,200, right? So over here, are you currently current or delinquent? Current means that you are up to date. You didn't have missed payment. You don't owe them. If you are delinquent because you didn't pay your last bill, you are delinquent 6 months or stuff, you're gonna put it delinquent. You put the maturity date. The maturity date is the date when the line of credit should actually mature. That means it will actually end if you pay exactly what you pay monthly. Normally, sometimes it's 7 years, right? So after you put an estimate, if you don't have a number, I'm telling my people to actually calculate 7 years from the date of original amount. And the payment here should be how much you pay monthly. Okay, how much amount you pay monthly, you put the amount here. Is the card secure? Secure means, did you deposit the money to receive that credit card? The secure card is when you give $1,000 to a bank, and the bank gives you a $1,000 credit card. That is what is called secure. So if it's unsecure, it means that they just gave you you just apply. You didn't give nobody no money. So, but they gave you a line of credit. That is called unsecure. You didn't put the money there to receive the line of credit. That is the difference between secure and unsecure. That is how you're gonna fill up this part. You just sign there. You put the title here. But what you need to know here is that once you apply for this, when you complete this application, this paper, this form, you have to make a note to explain why is it that you are actually you are not having a very good credit score at this time. So what I'm also advising is that you can come up with excuse. You can come up with a situation to say, oh, this balance, I pay off this creditor, but they didn't remove it in my credit. That's an example I'm saying. They didn't remove it, and it happened to me that when I went to check my credit, one of the credit bureaus still have one of the account that are closed with one of the collector, but it was still present in one of the credit bureaus, so it was still hurting my credit. So an example could be that oh, I pay off this, but they still didn't remove it up to now. That's the reason why it's actually, putting my credits back. Or maybe I have a financial hardship, and everybody knows that everybody's having a financial hardship. Or maybe I have an accident, I was laid off from work. That is why I couldn't make my financial obligation. This is an excuse just to have them do not just focusing on your credit score because, thing happens, right? So that is what you have to do. And a lot of people are not going to tell you that. And I think one of the members here that I advise on how to do to accompany, to actually go put together on this form. So yeah, this is what you guys have to do to put all the chances on your side. If you are receiving a deny because of credit history, it's not for all the situation, okay? Unless the SBA actually specifically request that form. So you don't have to send this form to any time you are denied. So if you are denied for something else, that means you don't have a problem with your credit, basically, right? Because if there's a credit issue, they will basically specifically say credit and satisfactory credit history. Now, as you are working on your credit, so when they say that you have to start working on your credit, but when you are working on your credit, you have to explain to them what actually made you being, behind all your credit obligation. Because remember, they are giving you a loan. If I'm giving you a loan and I see that you are behind your credit, I'm expecting that you tell me, oh, sorry, I know that I'm behind my credit, this is what happened, even though you are not telling the truth. Nobody's knowing if you're telling the truth, because I'm not sure they're gonna ask you. So they're gonna investigate everything that you are saying, because it happened even before the COVID. People will be calling and say, hey, I was having issue. That's why I'm behind my credit. I went back to school. I'm no longer working the way I was working. And sometimes they give you, those deferment periods. They suspend your payment from sometimes 2 months, 3 months. Yeah. So yes, it's just about talking and telling something that can convince them to actually reconsider their position. Okay. So yes, this is what you have to know when come to this form. Encore, again, is for the people who receive a decline letter. If you didn't receive it, then you don't have to provide that. If you didn't receive the decline letter, the only thing you need to provide is just this one, because they know that you are good. You just need to show them your decline letter. You show them your most recent taxes. You show them a government issue ID. You show them proof of residency, and you show them this form. You complete and you sign it. Again, I'm gonna post the link for all of those to not call me to say, hey, also, I said you were talking about the forms. Where can I get it? I will know that you didn't even listen to what I was saying, because I'm going to post it in the Facebook group where you can go and see it. Okay, and this thing was also, I'm also going to post it over there, so you can just go there and copy and change your name on it. Okay, it's basically what I'm sending, what I'm doing when I'm filing an application for reconsideration. Okay, and it has been working basically. I think one of the members here actually called me to help to. He told me how much he received as an increase in his account. So you're able to log in and see how much increase you have received when you start applying for a new increase. That is yeah. So for the increase, what do you send to them? You have to come up with some type of expense, right? Over here, for example, okay, over here, what do? For example, this is the form if you want to apply for a loan increase. To apply for the loan increase is the same exact thing that I just showed you in terms of requirement. Okay, you're gonna send the exact same thing, but you're not going to send the 45, the 2202, because you are not actually justifying why is it that you have a bad credit. You're not doing that. You just need to tell them why is it that you need new funding. That's the point. You just need to tell them how is it that you need new funding. You need funding because COVID-19 is being hitting your business. Now you receive maybe 22,000 last time. Now you still need more working capital. That's why you are requesting for more money, $30,000, for example. And yes, they're going to give you the money. Okay, so they are going to give you them because they have the money right there, but they don't want you to do a new application. They just want you to request for an increase of the loan. So I'm also going to share this with you guys, on the Facebook group, and in the link that you receive, if you are watching this, from, sorry, some people are calling my phone number. So if you are watching this from the Zoom, it means that you receive a link with all the information, on how to. I'm in the Zoom meeting. People are still calling. Let me tell them that I'm in the Zoom right now, so that we stop calling. Yeah. So yes, this is basically what I wanted to let you know about those applications. Those about those formula. Okay, somebody is saying that she already fill up the form. Okay, yes. Okay, what do you do when you have completed that form? The form I shared with you. Once you complete the form, you just copy this thing here. What I was sharing with you, you just copy it. It's right here. This is the letter. No, let me go back to where I was before. And once you complete the form, all the listed items that I showed you earlier, You are just going to, let me share my screen again. There's that, where's that? Okay, yes. Once you do this, what do? Just go to your email address. I'm going to do one right here. You go to your email. Not this one. Let me go to my email here. You go to your email address, right? What do? You just go to here, you create a new email, just like you want to send an email to someone. You copy this right here. I'm doing it right here with you guys. You copy this, and you come here, you paste it. Oh, where's the email? Where did the email go? Come on. Okay, let me create a new one. You're gonna just, let me remove all of this because I'm not going to send an email with all of this. Okay, so what do? This is actually the request for a consideration. Okay, this is the request for a consideration right here. So I'm happy you to actually do it because a lot of people have been working on it for me, and to be honest, we are some people still haven't even applied for the first time, whether it's a EIDL or PPP. So if you are actually helping them, and the only thing that if you can help you to actually do it, it's the best thing to help each other. I mean, if I'm wrong, you guys can tell me I'm wrong. Unless you try it and you still don't succeed, yes, that is good. But some people just need some guidance. That's what I'm trying to share with you. And what do you put here? What you put here is basically this thing right here. The email is right here. I share with you. This is the email that you have to use. You paste that email right here. Okay. Over here is what? Request for a consideration. Request for a consideration. What you type here in the body, you say request for a consideration. You put your email, your phone number. You know, your over here. You put your application number right here. Okay. Put your application request for a consideration. Over here, you're going to change your name. I'm going to remove this name. It's not my name right here. I remove this name. I put my own name. Okay. I remove this one. I put my own application because it's not my loan. If I do it with someone, they're going to give the money to the person. It's not my application here. I put my own application. That's it. And you put how much did you receive? Oh, you also need to put the name of your business. Okay. You put the name of your business in the application for a consideration. Put the name of your business. And you put if you have a name, you know, some business doesn't have a name, right? If you are just operating as self-employed, you're Uber driver, you don't have a name, you don't have to mention it. But if you have a restaurant that is registered, you have you know, construction business, any type of business you have that is registered as a name, mention the name. It helps them to retrieve your application easily, okay, or faster. And then you're gonna sign at the end. Just go down there and sign your name. I don't know if you guys can see it here. I didn't copy the last part. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, you just sign your name here. This is my name right here. You sign it. And then you make sure that you provide all of this information that you are listing. Okay. And that is your request for a consideration. It's not another new application process. Okay, now I can assist you on making sure that the two elements, which is the 45060, is completed, you know, well. Then you can do it. What I'm telling you is to do this and, you know, send a screenshot to me so I can see you fill it up right. And also the 45060, the 2202. That is another thing that I'm asking to, do it and share with me so I can, you know, take a look and say, yes, it's good. So otherwise, you should be able to do it by yourself. Okay. I don't want you to say, okay, let me do it. And I'm charging you for that for nothing. Not for nothing, but I think you can do it. And of course, if maybe we're going to charge you to do that, right? But it's holding us back. The point is not to see we are charging or what. It's for us to be able to help a maximum of applicants. That's the point. Because imagine that you're supposed to also do the PPP. Now we are somebody is holding me back from doing the PPP with you because I'm helping him to do this, right? When he received the money already, and I was just trying to get an increase. Now he's holding me back from doing your PPP application. So we know that whenever the money runs out, the program is over. Even though they will tell you you run on to March, or maybe they will extend it to August or to December. When the money runs out, the program is over. That's why you have to know. So the maximum people that we can actually help to apply, the better it is. That is how we help each other. That's the reason why I'm actually coming here. I don't want to say, okay, we're gonna schedule an appointment for application process. Okay, I'm gonna charge you for that because it's taking an hour, 1 hour, 2.5 minutes, or whatever it's gonna take. We are going to sit there and change your name for you, ask for all of your application number and stuff. All of those documentation, you have them. What I was doing earlier, I was requesting you guys to send it to me. If you remember, I know a lot of you guys have been doing it with me. I see you guys here. I was asking you to send it to me, okay? It was just for me to see that I got everything ready. When I received everything, I did it with you, a couple of you guys here. When I received everything, I will send this exact thing with all these documents to you. I emailed it to yourself. That's why we do it. I will be doing. If you guys are okay, you can actually testify. I will send it to yourself, and you will see. I will say, okay, you know what? The email I just sent you, just copy the same email and send it to this email with this supporting document. That is the application for consideration. So I'm explaining everything now to you, and I'm going to post it in the on the thing. So I don't know if you have a question here before I actually go there and explain something.
I mean, no, it's not about this part. It's about the 10,000 EIDL grant.
Okay.
Is there anything someone can do to receive the email?
Is there what?
Is there anything that someone can do to receive that email? Or you
no, you don't have to do nothing to receive the email. Actually, you're not supposed to do nothing for the EIDL. I explained, I guess, were you on the meeting where I was talking about this new EIDL, the new process to receive it? Were you present during that meeting? I guess no, right?
No.
Yes, that's the reason. We spent 1 hour, 20 minutes to explain that is a new process, and I'm going to put a link. The link is actually on my Facebook page right here, on the Facebook group. Let me show you where it is, so you can actually go there and take your time to actually watch what I was saying. It will be very beneficial to you. If you didn't watch that video, I mean, the best thing for me, the best advice that I have for you is to go there and watch it. This one right here, you guys can see my screen over here. How to claim the 10,000 grant. Okay, you missed this very important webinar, you have a chance to catch up. Okay, so I will advise you, over here is 1 hour 20 minutes. So I don't know how I'm gonna explain 1 hour 20 minutes in 30 seconds right here, but you need to know that there is a process. You have to wait to receive an email before you start the process. That is the short answer. The short answer for this 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, you have to wait to receive it. Now, what to do? What is inside? What to pay attention to? You need to go back and watch this webinar right here. So it's still on this Facebook group. And in the message that you receive before you join this Facebook Live, I gave you the link to join this group if you're not in the group. Okay, so you have it. You know how to come back here. Now, I explained it how to go through the 2 different types of requests. Actually, you have 3 types of requests. You have one request for a consideration. Within the request for a consideration, you also have what? Reconsideration because of unsatisfactory credit score. You also have the request because unverifiable information. I explained to you and I show you on the Facebook Live on the screen what to put in each situation. And I'm also going to post the content of each application. Okay, it changes a little bit, and the supporting document changes a little bit. One has one more item to provide. Now, the PPP approval. A lot of people apply for the PPP. A lot of people receive a response about the PPP, right? I mean, I'm talking about the process that you use with us. Okay, that means the approval lender that we use. So what you receive the application, what happened? Okay, and that is where some people are also going to lose money the money that is always available, because how can you be approved and you don't collect the money? All right. How can you be approved and you don't collect the money? That means something is wrong, right? And I will not post on my Facebook page or to my WhatsApp contact any information that I pull up from any website. 90% of my content are content that I create myself, because there's a goal on it. If you see that I'm sending something to you on WhatsApp and you don't even read it, chances are that one of the questions you're going to ask me, and you guys know, sometimes when we talk, you say, well, so how do I'm asking you, did you receive what I sent today? Say yes, but I didn't read it. So what do you think I sent to you? I send it to you because I think that it might be interested to you. Or if you even think that you can help someone, go check it. If you think that, okay, I don't want that money no more, you might know someone that it might help, so then you can share. That's the reason why all of my content, when I'm sending, is most like because I think it may help you if you still want to be considered for those EIDL program or PPP, or you want to save money in taxes, because my main focus is actually helping people to plan, to take advantage on tax planning. Okay. Yeah. So this is basically, so now I'm going to share with you what I did the last time with the approval, when you approve. And I posted it to everybody, almost everybody in my contact. And it's also here. A few minutes that I had is no, not this one. Is actually it's coming up right here. You see, this is like 8 minutes, 9 minutes, where I'm explaining to you what to do if you are approved. Okay, what to do if I approve just means that when you receive it, the simple thing is that they're going to send you an email saying you are approved. They're going to, when they send that, they will actually be requesting that you provide some type of a check. They call it ACH or AHC, I don't know very well, but it's basically a void check that you need to provide. You need to provide a void check that will actually help them to deposit the money in your account. Okay, and I know a lot of people actually receive the money and they're still contacting me. Yes, and that is what I'm telling them. I'm telling them, please go watch that video over there. And when you finish watching it, try to see if you can actually apply. If you cannot apply, then I will see where you get stuck. Okay, but I mean, it will be easier for me to guide you. Okay, when you already watch this 9 minutes or 10-minute video that takes you through the whole process. Okay, so yeah, that is where I was actually telling you the process that we are using. Okay, let me mute this one before I continue. Okay, so yeah, this is basically the process where I'm explaining how to do it. Okay, you receive an email like this with your password. Whenever you submit your application, you receive an email like this with your password, or maybe after a few seconds or after a few days, but you receive an email. So the day you are approved, they will send you, they want you to log in and actually go there and provide the information which are on your checkbook. When you scan your checkbook, your void check, and you upload inside, and it doesn't recognize automatically, it's gonna want you to do it manually, to actually put the information manually. So I'm not gonna do the 10 minutes explanation right now again. Just go to that Facebook group and you will see the whole process is there. So you really don't need me. You need me if you have tried and you start. Okay, when you come to say you are approved, you say congratulations. I guess you know what to do. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have a question at this point. Is there any more question? So you guys are all good. So from now you can actually do everything, right?
Hi, Russ.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm okay, man. I'm okay. Thank you. Is it Stephen?
Of course. I need to start changing my voice.
Even though you don't have name, I know you, man.
Yeah, Russ. The EIB and the PPP, right?
Yes.
And by the way, thank you for holding us down and giving us the rundown and the education that we need for the small business owners and the minorities. And we appreciate your works. And it's really interesting, and it's a lot of learning through you, which God bless you for that.
Thank you.
My question is, you were saying something about credit. I know people are always scared when it comes to credit to talk about their credit issues and stuff like that.
Yes.
When you were denied before, the earlier one, when you were denied, right?
Yes.
And with this one, and you still have a let's say credit issue, do you still have to go ahead and do it, or you want to wait and do your taxes before you go ahead and do it?
Now, if you are denied because of the credit, you don't have to. Your tax doesn't have to be involved, unless you have new consideration, new information that you want them to consider, maybe to get you more money. But if you are, because you apply, you are not approved yet. If you're not approved, then they have your information. They have everything that you have submitted. Okay. And by the way, you may still be eligible for the 10,000 grant. I just said that because when you approve, and even though you deny, you're still eligible for the 10,000 grant. So they have your information. They even call you for the 10,000 grant based on the information they have in the system for you. So if you were denied on the first time because of the credit issue, and you have been working on your credit, you see your credit has improved a little bit, yes, you can actually go there and not apply, but requesting for the reconsideration, okay? And in the reconsideration, you provide the information that I just showed you earlier in this live. One of the most important documents, since it's because of the credit, you have to provide the 2202 form, which is actually the form that actually tells what all the credit that you have with people, with the financial institution, and how good or how delinquent you are. And you attach that form with an explanation on why is it that you are actually, your credit score is not perfect, let's say like that. So you have to come up with something. Now, if you are, short of inspiration, you say, well, so what can I say? I will help you to say, okay, I will ask you what are the things on your credit. You will say, okay, I have this credit card debt that is maxed out, is holding my credit. Yeah, you can say, oh, because I lost my job, so the only source of revenue I had was my credit score, my credit card. So I was swapping everywhere to get groceries, to get other stuff. That is how my credit went to be maxed out. And since then, I have not really recovered, but I'm in the process of discussing with them to get an agreement so that they can lower it. Okay, because when it's like you don't pay, it keep hurting your credit, and I mean every day. So yeah, basically what you need to do is we don't have to file your taxes. You file your taxes because you just want them to see if they still want to check if you have your taxes or no. Yeah, this is for EIDL. Yeah, so basically this is what you need to do is working on your credit and apply, request for a consideration, and put the form schedule of liability in your application. This is basically what you need to do. Yeah, is there any more question?
Thanks, Russ.
Yes.
I think somebody sent a question. Somebody sent a question in the chat. Look at your chat.
Let me see. Yeah, I was not looking at the chat. Let me check the chat. Okay. How much will be the cost of both 10,000 webinar and 20,000 tax please? Oh, somebody is asking for the price to apply for the 10,000 webinar. The 10,000 webinar, the 10,000 webinar is free. You have to go there and watch. You don't have to pay for it. Of course, maybe we're going to put it down and put it some price to access as some of our tax planning that we put down, and people have to pay now to watch it. But it's right there. I'm explaining to you. And tomorrow, when I go through the process I'm still going to share with you, especially the people that have my contact, the people actually exchange with us. Of course, those same thing, we run it on Facebook ads. People actually pay to connect into those different content. But because people, I have a 5,000 people on my Facebook page, I have a lot of people on my WhatsApp account. So I share with you guys, okay? Those are content that when we run on Facebook or YouTube, if we put it on YouTube, people will actually, we attract the people who are interested, they pay to actually go and see the process. Yeah, if you want to consult to do that, of course, it will cost you $150 per hour. That's the base part that we charge. So $150 per hour. If you're going to go through the process with you, it takes us 1 hour, then we will charge $150 to help you to hold your hands to go to put the application process. But I mean, if you are you just watch what I'm saying, because like I said, I'm going to go through the application with someone tonight because he actually called me. I was supposed to do it 2 days ago. I didn't have time. So I'm gonna go, if he accepted, I will go to the application, I will record it, and I will share it with you guys, okay? But if somebody wants to, me to actually go through it, click on the link for him and provide all the information, yeah, we charge like $150 per hour. To charge 2020 taxes, basically, the best way to charge for taxes is never been to say it's $200 or $500. The real way to charge for taxes is to see what we can claim for you. Okay, anything that we claim for somebody is a schedule. The tax form, you will see somebody with the tax return with 10 pages, the other one is 20 pages, the other one is 25, the other one is 50 pages, depending on what you have to claim in your taxes. That is how we charge. And some people will just charge a flat rate because they're assuming that what will be the charge, what you are going to do with them. Okay, but we normally don't charge. We don't charge like that. Most of the time, what we do is to charge according to what we need to claim for you. Let's say you bought a new car, and I was supposed to charge you $250 for your taxes. But during the NAV process, okay, I figured out that, oh, you bought a new car, and that car can provide you with $200 credit, not $200, $2,000 credit. Now I have to file the form, the schedule that is going to provide you with the $2,000 tax credit, right? So if I don't file for that, because it's gonna take me time, I'm gonna ask for more questions. Okay, when did you purchase the car? What's the make of the car? What's the model of the car? I'm gonna run this application for you. So my team, we normally don't charge a flat fee. We will tell you a range that it start maybe from 175 or 275. If you just a simple thing, 122 and stuff, maybe 175 and up to 200, up to 300 or 500, right? For your tax, it depends on how complicated your taxes. But the baseline, if you need to know the baseline, we normally don't charge people a lot. Like 175 will be the base price to help you if you have a single, your W2, you single, you don't have dependent, you don't have too much drama in your taxes. 175 is the baseline. Now, if you start saying, okay, I have a house, then you have to claim your rental activity maybe in your taxes. You have to claim all the expenses that you make in your taxes. And you say, okay, I have the children, I pay the school, or I have a school, I went to school. Then you have to claim your educational credit, which is 2 different types. And whether it's American Opportunity Credit or Lifetime Credit, we have to analyze to see what is the best for you, okay? So now we're gonna charge more because we're actually claiming more expenses. So it depends on what we have to claim when we go through the NAV process. But the baseline, when it's an individual taxes with no itemized deduction, because itemized means that you have to list every single item that you have to put in your application instead of standard deduction. So the base price is basically around, 175. We don't try to make money on people help taxes. We're happy to file your taxes, okay? Our main job is to actually start discover the missing that you have. Now, if you say you miss something, for example, I have a customer here who sent me this document. She paid $22,000 for education, but she will only claim around $2,000 maximum. Now, this is an opportunity to have them schedule or booking a service with us. to help her to be able to claim the whole 22,000. So if you notice, we are focused on tax planning. The tax planning is what you save on tax. It's not by waiting for 2000, February 15 or January, between January and April, to say, can you give me a lot of money? I mean, everybody says that, right? But when we say that, I also laugh. I say, okay, I can do the maximum I can, but there's nothing that you can do what you didn't plan. So when we do that, now we see an opportunity. We say, oh, listen, this is what you are losing here. Now on your education, we can only claim 2,000 or 2,000 or 1,000. Now this is what you should have done to be able to claim this one, to take this deduction over here, over here, over here. So yeah, the price it varies. So, but if it's a self-employment activity, that means you have a Schedule C. That is a business. The Schedule C is the business, and completing or filing Schedule C is different from just filing simple taxes. With the Schedule C, it will start from 300 and up, because you have to file your business first and put it inside your application, and help you to compare your business net income with other sources of income to help you, pay less taxes or reach the goal. The goal filing taxes is not always to get the refund. You have to know the goal. Some people will fight and say, listen, why is that I cannot do this with my taxes? But because you were only thinking about one goal, didn't consider the other goal. I'm not going to explain what could be the goal when you're filing your taxes, okay? But one goal to be that if you want to purchase a house, the goal that you have should be different from somebody who's just filing taxes to get the more refund. Okay, though then you need to pay more attention when they find your taxes. That's why you need to consult with an expert, not somebody who's going to say, give me your taxes and tell me I can finish it. No. So yes, well, so what if they change the amount on your PPP for less money? Yes, Landy. Yeah, they change the amount of your PPP for less money. What we can see over here is to observe what they are doing. I don't know if they have the ground to do that. I don't know where they are focusing to do that, but the main thing to do sometime maybe is to take what they have before, and now maybe call them to claim the remaining balance of your application. If they want to see more document, then we can submit more document. It's just like the EIDL. I have somebody in the first program that applied. It wasn't him. It was somebody that helped him to apply for the EIDL. He was supposed to be eligible for, I think it was $120,000. You know what they gave him? $14,000. I mean, they granted eligible $14,000. Of course, I told him that there's no way with your activity you should be eligible for only $14,000. So he said what to do, because because he told someone that I helped to get the money, and the person said, I received this type of money. With you should receiving 3 times more than me. He said, no, I was approved for $14,000. I'm like, yes, because of what they put in your application. So when it's like that, we can now, so I was able to actually request for increase, because I have a document that can prove that he should have been eligible for this amount of money. So we request for increase, and he got his increase. Okay, he got his increase, but he didn't receive the full, because we're asking for another $100,000. They didn't give him $100,000. I think they gave him, I think it was $80,000 more or something, but that was a lot more than what he was approved originally from. And we also called the SB. They say, no, this what you are approved for, just take it first. Now, if there's a ground to request what you're supposed to get, now go and request for it. So what I will advise is that we go there and take it first. Now we can contact them, or we can contact the SBA directly or the lender to say, hey, why is it that you send me only, what document did you need to approve me for what the system, because when you apply with the system tells you what you're eligible for, to give me what I saw that I was eligible for. Now it's up to them to say, hey, listen, I want this documentation. And maybe you don't have the documentation, then you stay cool. Or they say, I want this documentation, and you go there and scan it and send it by email, and they see it and they give it to you. I hope address the question. Lower. So I don't know if you still have more questions here before I hang up. I told you guys, if you remember, I told you I have to go through the PPP, the 10,000 grant application with someone. So it's still waiting for me. So I don't know if you still have a question here. This is the best way. When I have a minute, let's say time for me to actually address you guys' question, because Lalo, I know that Lanzi, you asked me that question in private. Maybe I didn't have time to give this full explanation, right? You know that, right? Yeah, because maybe I was busy. Yeah, now you're asking the same question. Now, when I'm explaining, it's also going to help other people. So if in private, you even send us a message, we didn't have time to answer because we're busy, we're thinking about coming back and help you. Yeah, when I have a Zoom meeting, is the occasion for you guys to, you know, a lot of people, you know, sometimes you guys send emails, sometimes it's difficult, not because you don't want to, because you are just overwhelmed, to be honest with you. But we are working on, you know, increasing the staff to be able to address all of the concern in the timely manner. Yeah, so I can ensure you that. So that's the reason why you're going to see now 2 different type of booking system when you'll be able to have more opportunity to book the appointment with us. Yeah, so the last thing I want to share with you was the important links that I want to share with you guys. The important links are what? With this, all of this tax season, okay? We have developed, right? We have been working on basically improving how to serve people. And thanks, understand. Thank you. So yeah, with this new COVID thing and all of the thing crazy, sometimes limitation of contacting. So we have developed this platform that help us to be able to help people remotely. Okay, this is the platform here. I think I explained that last time, Onboardable, which is the platform that we are using to actually help people to actually start the process. You can see people onboard themselves. If I go here on client here, you will see that people got here. Today is the 14th. You see this person here, he got here today on the 14th. You saw another one, this person got here yesterday on the 13th. So we just sent you a link, a simple link. You click on the link and I can actually go through the process here. I gave you guys, this is a simple link. So when you onboard yourself, these are all the people. Imagine that you're gonna call me and all of these people already booked themselves in our system. So do you really think it's gonna be easier for us to say, okay, come and just walk in and come? It's not gonna be easy. Even sometimes we depend on the emergency, sometimes it will be very difficult, right? So basically, these are people onboarding themselves. So when they onboard themselves, let me pick one. Maybe I can pick Lana. I hope she's here. For example, this one. Lana. Let me pick this one because I actually work with her today.
Talking about Mila now?
Yeah, no.
I'm here.
Oh, yeah, I was looking for yours, for your name here, to show
Okay.
how it works. And you know the process very well now, right?
Yeah, sort of, kind of.
How come I don't find your name? What happened? You disappear from here?
That's not a good look.
No.
There we go.
Okay, you can see when you are here, you just need to upload your information right here. And we have the note. Whenever we talk to you guys, we put the note right here for whatever is going to be working on your case. So these are all the documents that some of the documents that she submitted for us to work with her. So I wanted to share with you with this link. This link is what? When you receive this link, the only thing you have to do is what? Is to go through your page of your computer. I'm gonna go through this incognito page. And then you receive this one. Simple, right? I don't think this is that difficult. And I can actually even do right here in front of you guys. Let me put something here, ABC. ABC, I put the first name here. I put the last name here. Oh, this email has to be a real email. Otherwise, it won't work. Let me put something, v@yahoo.com. Okay, I'll put the name, phone number, 913-602-789. Right, this is a own phone number. Let me see if and now I put the address. I'm gonna put 138, 128. Okay, this is, I don't even know which address it is. Okay, I'm just putting some address there. So password is what? Test 1 2 3 4 5 6. Again, password test 1 2 3 4 5 6. And you pick, because you guys are doing individual taxes. If you also have a business, then you also go to pick here business taxes. If you are only have a, you don't have a business, just you, your child, you don't have to pick business tax because you're not gonna provide nothing about the business. Okay, so you put this, and then you're gonna hit create an account. Basically, I finished with this. Okay, so if I want to log back to the account I just created, it will be like this. What was the email again? Should be at yahoo.com. The password was test 1 2 3 4 5 6. You see, boom, I'm here in my account. What do you have to do? The only thing you have to do is click on the onboardable here, onboarding questionnaire. The onboarding questionnaire will ask you some question about yourself. Okay, what is your name? Basic information. Put your name here, right? Put your name, put your date of birth, put your information right here. Put your spouse. If you are filing with your significant one, just put his information right here, right? For fraud protection, you have to put your ID here because sometimes the system will ask for your driver license, ID, and stuff like that, expiration date. Yeah, you have a dependent, put the dependent here. The only thing I have to tell you guys, this is a new application. It was created this tax year in January. Okay, so at this time we only accept one dependent. That means you want to provide information about one dependent, and you're going to email us for the second or third dependent. So we're sorry about that. So over here, you put the residency during the year, the whole year, okay? Or if you move, basically, you're gonna answer this question. Once you finish it, you're gonna submit it. You click submit questionnaire, and we're going to receive it once you do it, okay? We are gonna receive what you do here. And what you have to do is just document. What do you have to do here? Upload document, okay? Let's say I want to provide my W-2, okay? I'm gonna hit here, of course. Let's say this is London actually. If I know where the W-2 is, I will just click on it. I click on it, I'm gonna upload it, okay? Let's say I click on the back of this thing right here. Let's see the check. Let's say I hit the back. Okay, let's the back, driver license, but because you wanna upload your driver license, of course. You see here, you have to send. Or I have to put the name here, driver license, and then you see send. Then it's going to land in our platform. So we're going to see this. Once you upload all the information, you can upload what you have now. When tomorrow you come back and you upload more information if you haven't upload everything. Okay. So this is basically what you guys have to do. And it should be a simple process, basically. I mean, I think it should be a simple process. I might be wrong, but it should be a simple process. Okay. So once we go there, we are going to see it. Let me go right now on the other, area over here. If I refresh here, you see here, this is what I just added. This person here, this is the email address. So now we have your information. We can actually start working on it, and we just have a Zoom meeting just like now, maybe to share the screen to explain all the funding that we have. Okay. So this is the smoothly process that we are actually doing for the people who are out of state or are even within the same state, but they don't feel like traveling. If you have a time to travel to our office, in-service office, you can still come. But over here is a simple process because when we are working, we actually share the screen just like that. So you can see what we are doing in your taxes if you are not right here in front of us. By the way, if you are right, we don't even share the screen with you, even though we are in the office. When you finish it, we can now share one screen, the screen that has the result. We share the screen with you. But over here, we can actually even work, when it's a Zoom meeting, we can actually share the screen with you to see everything that is in there, okay?
Raz, so, I hope mine is complete, right?
Yes. Yes, I know you want to go there, Stephen. I think yours should be completed, Stephen. Yeah, so basically what you do, you see, this is how many different here, man. Yeah, this is, where's yours? This is you here, right? Yeah, this is yours here. Yeah, so it's a very simple process. You can see what he has submitted. Oh, wow. You submitted a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I think
Lot of stuff.
yeah, you submitted a lot of stuff here, man. Yeah. So basically, it's already I don't want to go into the tax application to show you. It's already once we meet together, maybe we'll go through it, all the founding and stuff. So yeah, I don't know if you guys still have a question. It's already.
I have a question.
Who is that, please?
Miranda.
Oh, hey, what's up, girl?
Okay, I've been so busy. You've been sending all those things. I've not even had time. I'm a mother of 4, you know.
I know you're busy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not having a business, but I joined just to know about taxes because I want to find my tax. I don't know whether I can contact you privately or.
No, basically, copy this link. This on the what I sent you today. You have the link on it. Click on, you see this? I guess you guys can see this. I'm gonna copy it on the chat right now. Useful link. This link allows you to actually book that. Onboard yourself in our system. Okay. The other link is the second link is to book the appointment for tax preparation. You can see here. If I click on this link, it will take me to this page. Let me paste this right here. Okay, you see, you can choose here. You can choose maybe this one or this other session here. You're gonna have a lot of more because it allows you, because if this one is full, go here to check what is available. Okay, so we're gonna have maybe 3 or 4 by tomorrow. That means you have more rooms to book an appointment with us. You click on it and you just check the time, you know, and then you go. This is AM. This is oh wow. Tomorrow is already booked. You only have 3 sessions available. Yeah, so this is basically what you need to do to get in touch with us. But you also have my number. But if you call me, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, okay, listen, I'm gonna send you the link to book an appointment, because we basically don't do the walk-in. And the appointment is that the time of the appointment, because chances are that we will have tried to process your taxes already, but we won't submit it, because on the appointment, we will now go there through you and verify some stuff that you have been doing, okay? Or if there are some information that we are still missing during the appointment, it will be a short appointment. Even though we say 1 hour, it won't be a 1 hour appointment, because you have started processing your taxes already. So at the appointment time, it will just be to go through the thing. Oh, is it your Social Security? Did you provide us with your bank information if you want to do direct deposit? So this is basically what we're going to go through during the taxes, or maybe during your appointment time. So the first thing to do is to actually provide us. What is the thing right here? Okay, the first to do is you do this part. If you do this part, then you good. You upload all your information. Do this part is good. Okay. So the last thing here is for the people who want to do the PPP. This one right here. If you want to do the PPP, it's better to book on this one, because we're gonna ask you a question about your loan. Did you receive a loan the first time, or no? You know, how much was it? Stuff like that. If you want to, even though you want to file your taxes, but you also want to be considered for the PPP or EIDL, or maybe the E10,000 grant, it's better to take this one, because we will know that you are interested, and we will get you to gather the information that you need to provide to us, for us to prepare your application for PPP or for EIDL. So yeah, and this group is basically for the people who are not in the Facebook group, which is this group right here. This Facebook group right here. Yeah, this Facebook group. We are 2 of them. Let me see. Okay, this Facebook group. So yeah, that other link is to join this Facebook group, where we share some information sometimes. So I'm going to copy this useful link. I'm going to share them in the chat right now. So some people can actually copy them if they didn't even see it in the, if they didn't see it in the email that I sent, because it's normally supposed to be in the link I don't even know how to type something now. How to see the chat? Okay, I found the chat. Yeah, yo. So I just sent all the information about. I just sent all the information. Once you send something, how do you make it go? Just type enter. Fund is not in meeting. The fund is not in meeting group. Let me see. How do I send? Okay, everyone. Okay, I think I sent it. I've sent to everyone. Okay. So I don't know if you still have a more question that we need to address before we hand over. Yeah. So you guys need to copy the link that I just posted there that you can use to, the first thing is to actually onboard yourself. The second link is to basically book an appointment for tax only. The third link is basically for PPP and EIDL, and also apply for a consideration, because don't forget that you guys still need to apply for a consideration, because a lot of people are going to be surprised when they start seeing. I'm pretty sure you guys are receiving email already about the status of your loan. I'm talking about the first loan. And I told you guys, and people are going to come, oh, you said that this money could be forgivable. How come they're still sending me that I'm behind, I'm missing payment? I told you that you have to specifically apply for forgiveness. The same link that we do to help apply for PPP, we can also do the same link if you want to book an appointment for the forgiveness. We can also do that, okay? Yeah, about our phone number, everybody knows my phone number, because if you are here, chances are that you have my phone number. Okay, yeah. Who has a question? Simon, you have a question. What's your question, Simon? Simon.
Yes, I say I have a question. No, the only thing is, like, last time I applied for EIDL, and I see 1,000, but it's 9 million because of my credit. So I just say, okay. So I just leave it there. No, actually, when you were talking about, they send you an email. Actually, they send me an email, and I was following that email.
So they send you an email about the 10,000 grand, right? Targeted.
Yes.
Yes, you see. So yeah, if you don't know how to do it, I'm explaining it. If you check on the previous email, previous live that I did this, I think it was 5 days ago. It was about that emails. I explained point by point on what to do in the email. So go back to, I don't know if you were present during that live, but
No,
go back.
I don't think so. I don't think so. The only thing I wanted to underline here is, like, you show a screen today, and I have the same screen right here with the application number, and at the bottom you have a green button saying that targeted advanced application. So yeah, I have that, and I tried to go through. So, and then I was stuck in a place they were asking me to fill out all the months. Let me see if I can get it. Say fill all the months from January 2019, year 2019, 2020. So the current amount. They complete the monthly gross receipt for each year listed on the form. Gross receipt include all revenue in whatever form received or accrued from whatever sources. If there was a period with no sale, please enter 0.
Yeah.
So
and you have to have something in mind. You have to know why they're asking for this, and what is it that $100 or $10,000 can have a difference. What will be the difference if I put $100 compared to if I put $10,000? Okay, and compared to what I received, what I claimed when I was applying for a business. So there are so many that's actually supposed to go into consideration. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the webinar hopefully tonight, not the webinar, to application process, and maybe tomorrow, if you are not really backed up, I will go there and explain to you why this is what you have to put here. And you remember, if you record, I don't know if you can see my screen, if you record, I have been saying that you have to provide, let's say, you have to provide your activity That is what I have been saying, that you have to provide your monthly activity. If you remember, you have to provide that. Once you provide those, it's easier, okay? Once you provide your monthly activity, once you provide your monthly activity, it's easier for you to, because they still want to compare to see if you're eligible. Remember, I told you that in order to get that money, that is a repetition now, you have to have suffered by 30%. That's the reason why we were charging people to actually collect the information and create an income statement that can show a decrease of 30%. And that is how you get eligible. That means if you fill out all of those stuff and they don't see that you have lost money, you're still not going to get the money. So they have changing, it's targeted now, okay? So let's take this. Over here, this information here, you see over here, we were asking for this information. You see December, November.
Yes.
You say, I sent you that I think so. This is expenses right here. These are expenses that I was collecting from people, okay? This was even before they sent that new thing, because I was getting my people ready to be eligible to even apply for those things, okay? So when we have this, if I type, for example, I look for something like 12 months, we create the 12 months. Once we have 12 months, it's easy enough to have another 12 months for the previous month. We compare those here, 12 months.
So like I have to do my own Excel sheet and say, okay, maybe for 2019, I have this, and then I have to make sure that in 2020, I have lost more than 30% of what I had in 2019, something like that.
Yes, basically, what you're going to provide should actually show that you have incurred losses by 20%, even though you start the business this year. So at the end, we're going to, you see over here, you see this quarter, you see over here, this is activity 2020. Now we should have the information to actually compare them with 2019 and see if the percentage losses is actually higher or lower than 30%.
It's actually higher, because I think it's more than 50%. It's maybe 80%.
Yeah, so basically, that's good. So you got to watch. You have to watch for those emails. A lot of people are going to see the email, they're going to overlook, maybe leave it, or maybe see it, not taking action. And the more time you're taking is the time that you are taking.
But you have to prove that. It's like you have to give them some form, or just fill out those whatever the blank you have, you just fill it and then send it to them, or you have to support what you say with something.
You will need to support them with some type of documentation. It could be an income statement, for example. The income statement is coming from something. The income statement means that your accountant actually did it for you. That is basically what it means. Yeah. If they want to see more information, maybe they can request for your bank statement or stuff like that. So that is why all the business that actually keeping bookkeeping, you are taking them to get the financial ready, their income statement, all of those, book of sales report, and stuff like that ready, because they will want to upload your financial statement. Basically, that's what it means. Okay. So I don't see no more question here. I'm just gonna thank you guys for this time again. And whenever I feel like there's something I want to share, I will still let you know, so that you can actually take the opportunity to share what I have. If you can help someone, that would be a good thing. Okay. Yeah. So until then, you guys take care of you over there, and see you during the year, during the week, because I may also go on live this week, maybe Monday or Wednesday. Okay. Until then, take care. This was Russell Fowler, your tax and accounting expert.